Good morning, fellas. It is Sunday, August 17th, currently 8:10 in the morning. Came out here to the trails. I'm about to hit a little 4.5 mile run. I was just here last night, put in 4.5 miles last night, but I hopped on here to tell you guys that I think I'm going to start giving you guys a weekly update of my mileage, the amount of steps I'm taking every day, and the calories that I'm burning, just to kind of give you guys, keep you up to date with, how active I'm being through the week leading up to the 50-mile race in March. I think I'm 29 weeks and like 6 days out. That's what my watch told me this morning. So that'll be a good way to keep track of everything. I had a total of, I think, 15 miles last week. So pretty big increase for me. Last week was a big running week. So, the body really doesn't feel too bad. The left foot, I've had a lot of problems out of the left foot here recently with plantar, like plantar fasciitis. But I will say it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I've been, doing a lot of recovery work, but if the foot was bothering me too bad, I wouldn't be going for a 4.5 mile run this morning. So I'm very glad to be feeling, pretty healthy. But I got to get out here and, get warmed up and, put in some miles this morning because I got to, get back home and get cleaned up in time for church. So just going to start giving you guys a weekly update, and I'm about to get into it, start a new week. So catch you guys next weekend. All right, boys. Just finished up the 5-mile run for this morning. Average pace was 11:30, but my average heart rate was, 154. So the paces are starting to become a little easier. The hills are not as big of a problem as they used to be. My legs, they're starting to miss the squats a little bit. But that was to be expected. Just trying to beat the body into submission by more miles. So obviously the squats and the leg size are going to suffer, but the running is what I'm trying to get better at right now. So everything else is taking a bit of a hit, which is kind of hard for me to stomach that, but I'm over it for the most part. Especially when I come out here and run, man. The running is just getting so much easier than what it used to be. Like last year, I was running 5 miles a week, and now I just stacked 2 almost 5-mile runs back to back, day to day. So, it's not a big deal to come out here and hit a 5-mile run anymore. And hopefully, that ceiling just continues to improve. And if the legs have to get smaller to run this 50-miler, then, so be it. I got 50 miles to run, so I'll catch you next week.